Number 10, phalange.
Hi, Ken Adams. Nice to meet you.
Regina Phalange.
Phoebe has some ridiculous quotes, but one of her most entertaining, and often subtly snuck into scenes, was this little number. Over the course of the series, whether it was pretending to be a businesswoman to win over Joey's hand twin,
My name is Regina Phalange. I'm a businesswoman in town on business.
helping Chandler with his job interview skills,
Hi, come on in. I'm Regina Phalange.
or covering for Joey's inability to speak French,
I am Regine Phalange.
Phoebe's alter ego was always a welcome addition to an episode. The crowning moment came when it delayed a flight.
What's wrong with the plane?
There's nothing wrong with the plane.
The left phalange.
There's no phalange.
Oh my god. This plane doesn't even have a phalange.
By ingeniously incorporating the word, in a way only she could, Phoebe in essence managed to use phalange to save Ross and Rachel's relationship. Way to go, Regina. Number 9, could I be?
Could I be more sorry?
Chandler Bing is well known for his use of sass, sarcasm, and dry wit.
Could we be more white trash?
As a result, he's managed to let loose a few zingers over the years. But our favorite moments have to be when he asks rhetorical questions and emphasizes his sentences in a way that's singularly his.
My scone! My scone!
Okay, I don't sound like that. That is so not true.
Often used when put in hilariously unfortunate situations, Chandler's overuse of kicking himself when he's down is made all the funnier with how he emphasizes the word be.
Come on, she's a person. You can do it.
Oh, please, could she be more out of my league?
Obviously, the others must have noticed, because it's not long before they're imitating and mocking his catchphrase.
Look at me. I'm Chandler. Could I be wearing any more clothes?
Number 8, Monica's perfectionism.
Monica categorizes her towels. How many categories are there?
Everyday use, fancy, guest, fancy guest.
2 seconds. 11?
Monica Geller is a lot of things. Sister, friend, chef, and a bit of a control freak.
I mean, I have won awards for my organizational skills, but I'm sure you'll do fine.
You've won awards?
I printed them out on my computer.
Whether it's noticing crummies, or low-key throwing a fit when someone decides to move the ottoman, she has a track record for making others live in her spick and span world.
Thank God you didn't try to fan out the magazines. I mean, she'll scratch your eyes right out.
But her need to have everything just so extends way past the confines of her own home.
He told me about your apartment, and, well, I couldn't sleep thinking about it. So, would it be okay if I cleaned it?
Despite her desire for perfection, over the years Monica has had to learn to roll with the punches, or else she'd go a bit crazy. But hey, even the most perfect people have a few skeletons in their closet. Or, you know, just a really messy secret closet.
You're messy.
No, you weren't supposed to see this.
Number 7, Janice.
Janice?
Oh my God.
No other cameo strikes dread into the hearts of our favorite New Yorkers more than the high-pitched shriek of one Janice Littman Goralnik née Hosenstein.
No one here even knows you.
Oh my God.
For the longest time, she was the one woman that pined for the love of Chandler Bing more than any other, in her own shrieking kind of way. Whenever she would appear on screen, we knew that trouble wasn't far away. Even after she had seemingly abandoned her crusade to make Chandler hers, she would still randomly pop up in later seasons, more often than not at the worst possible time.
Oh my God.
Do we still love her? Absolutely.
What a small world.
And yet I never run into Beyonce.
Number 6, Chandler's job.
All right, kids, I gotta get to work. If I don't input those numbers, doesn't make much of a difference.
Granted, it may not be the flashiest of jobs, but Chandler's career in the statistical analysis and data reconfiguration business has still made for a great running gag, mainly due to no one ever remembering what he actually does for a living.
It's kind of a big deal, too. It's a lot more money, and I'd be doing data reconfiguration and statistical factoring.
Wait, I think I know someone who does that.
Me, I do that.
While you'd think the joke would become stale after a while,
This has something to do with numbers.
In processing. Well, he carries a briefcase.
10 seconds, you need this or you lose the game.
This perpetual amnesia has actually worked itself into some brilliant moments over the series' run. Case in point, when it won Chandler and Joey an apartment. Don't feel too bad there, Chandler, as Monica caught on eventually, after 9 seasons.
No, I want you to have a job that you love, not statistical analysis and data reconfiguration.
I quit and you learn what I do?
Number 5, Ross's divorces.
I love marriage.
Seriously? You divorceo?
If you have to call me a name, I prefer Ross the Divorcer. It's just cooler.
It's fair to say that when it comes to love, Ross Geller is a walking disaster. In total, he's been married and divorced 3 times, and each was rather brutal.
Oh, I guess we just find a divorce lawyer?
Well, I think Ross already has one.
Ever since his first wife Carol turned out to be a lesbian, his love life has kinda not gone so well. While exchanging vows with his second bride Emily, he accidentally said Rachel's name out loud.
Take thee, Rachel.
Resulting in a very messy breakup. Then there was that little fiasco in Vegas, where a very drunk Ross and Rachel tied the knot. While we sort of feel sorry for him, we have to admit that Ross's string of bad relationships has made for great TV.
I heard the weddings are like a $40 billion a year industry.
Yeah, and I'm responsible for just like half of that.
Number 4, Smelly Cat and Other Songs.
Smelly cat, what are they feeding you?
Aside from the occasional burst of wackiness, Phoebe Buffay's most famous trait is her music.
New York City has no power, and the milk is getting sour.
Well, we say music. It's more like a medley of confusing tracks. But damn, are they entertaining.
And please tell Joey, Christmas will be snowing.
Her most iconic piece would be that of Smelly Cat, a song that frequently comes up during Phoebe's performances at Central Perk. And it's as nonsensical as you'd expect.
Smelly cat, what are they feeding you?
Over the years, actual musicians have tried their hands at it. It's become a jingle. Smelly cat, smelly cat.
Problem odor in the litter box.
And even got its own music video.
Smelly, 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 really bad. Smelly, smelly cat, it's not your fault. Smelly cat, smelly cat.
If you ever wondered how Phoebes conjured up such an infectious melody, well, she may have been a little inspired by her dad.
Sleepy girl, why won't you go to sleep?
Number 3, Ugly Naked Guy.
Ugly naked guy got a thigh master.
Just who is this mysterious figure that lives across from the apartment? We have no idea. All we know is that he doesn't care for clothing and is quite unattractive.
Ooh, look, ugly naked guy lit a bunch of candles.
In essence, he's like the unofficial 7th member of the group.
Oh my God, you should see the size of his Christmas balls.
The gang observes some of Ugly Naked Guy's exciting antics, from the holiday appropriate to the positively wacky.
Ugly naked guy got gravity boots.
The closest we ever come to meeting him is when they all think he's dead, and when Ross tries to snag his apartment for himself.
I'm sorry, I can't help but notice that you're naked. And...
In spite of his apparently abhorrent exterior, it's nice to know that there's an ugly naked gal in his life.
All right, ugly naked guy.
Oh, ugly naked dancing.
Number 2, how you doing?
Oh, what I do is I look a woman up and down and I say, hey, how you doing?
Joey Tribbiani, before all else, is a ladies' man. Oh sure, he cares about his friends, his acting career, and stuffing his face with as much food as possible.
How you doing?
But there's nothing that catches his attention more than a pretty girl. Joey's got a fair amount of moves in his dating arsenal, but this catchphrase sets hearts aflame and leaves us in stitches more than anything else. Whenever a potential romantic encounter crosses his path, Joey will utter these 3 immortal words.
What's up,
How you doing?
Have they ever failed him? You be the judge.
How you doing?
Okay.
What?
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Say, Rachel, I was wondering if you'd like to go to a movie with me sometime. As my lover. Too out there.
I lost my mom to suicide.
Okay, no way. You cannot use that to get the cute guy and the last blueberry muffin.
Did I use that already today? I'm sorry.
Number one, we were on a break.
We were on a break.
Okay. You know, Ross, why don't you just put that on your answering machine?
Ross and Rachel's breakup and the emotional fallout that subsequently followed was one of the most heartbreaking moments in the entire show and paved the way for one of the most iconic Will They Won't They TV relationships of all time. It also spawned this hilarious catchphrase, which even the most casual Friends fan knows.
We were on a break!
Oh my God! If you say that one more time, I'm gonna break up with you.
Ross has a tendency to either say the wrong thing or to say it at the wrong time. And you knew he was digging himself a hole whenever he decided to use this as an argument. Ross, just let sleeping dogs lie.
It's you and me, all right? This is it.
This is it. Unless we're on a break.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.